Oh wait, I don't have my chat open. Whoops the daisies. Let's get that one there. There's the YouTube chat. Good luck versus 3x dwarves, 2x chaos dwarves, and a corn player. Oh, that's pretty chill. Cathay should be good into dwarves. I crushed dwarves with the mobility build Cav max strat, right? Easy. Easy peasy. I gotta get Twitch open. There we go. Pop out the chat. Bring it over there. Yo, I did a poll. Hey, what's up? Shot glass. Hello. Dwarves won't be meta, he said. Yo, I still think dwarves suck. They didn't even get much of a buff. Yo, I put up a poll recently asking people who'd they rather see buffed between Aranessa on the Vampire Coast, Grimgore on the Greenskins, the Changeling on Tzeentch, or what was the last one? What was the last one? Tic-tac-toe. The oft forgotten tic-tac-toe and Lizardman. I think right now, and it's for multiplayer and single player, just like, you know, in the same way Greases got buffed since they gave him the mega hit. I'm gonna be trying out a bunch of stuff on Grand Cathay. Should be good. All right, tourney is going to begin. Let's make sure we have people checked in and all that, and it seems like we do. So we are going to generate the bracket. All right, goblins. Round one. Here we go. We're up against Potatoes Devil. Navigator gets the bye round. Potatoes Devil. Yo yo. I'm Grand Cathay. I'm very excited to try Grand Cathay again today. We did not do them much justice last time. It's gonna be up against Wood Elves. Interesting. Interesting. Am I screwed? Okay, so Wood Elves are like apparently a pretty good faction. But I feel like Cathay actually has a lot of good stuff against them. You know, magic damage, lots of good cavalry. Still disappointed about the no bloats yesterday. We'll get him eventually. Oh yeah, by the way, I submitted that disaster battle to Legend. He will actually be covering one of my disaster battles maybe tomorrow or the day after. We're gonna be famous, chat. We're gonna be famous. So yeah, very exciting indeed. He's gonna like link my my stream and everything. Oh my goodness. Not corrupted. We're gonna crush it today. Oh, what is that Wood Elf flag? That's a sick Wood Elf flag. Let's see here. So Wood Elves. Isn't tic-tac-toe decent in campaign? Yeah, well, like, I think that my post I was mostly trying to talk about, like, buffs for single player and multiplayer, specifically to, like, the combat prowess of the character. It'll be interesting to see how the poll actually plans out, or pans out. But yeah, I can forward it to CA. You know, just, give them something interesting, because they did buff a lot of characters that I was asking about. Like they buffed yeah, at the very least like some minor price reductions on like Kazrak or what have you. So yeah, hey Sam, it's okay, what's up? It's loose screw. Oh, okay, I see. I see. Cathay always works. I don't know, man. Let's see. Against Wood Elves, I'm trying to figure out what even is the best strategy. You know what? Don't Sky Lanterns have... Yeah, Eye of the Dragon. Forest spotting plus 100%. Is that it? Forest spotting plus 100%. Effect range 50 meters. Is that it? So units within 50 meters of a balloon. It just that's it. It's kind of garbage. Feel like the lions will just get shot to death. Though double Jade Lion might be meta just because it gives the mastery of the elemental winds. It's infinite range. Was that nerfed too? I don't know. Yeah, I don't see any other abilities that let it like spot units. What's this big spider? Is a Ragnarok spider gonna be meta again? Because then like that's actually a pretty big buff to greenskins, I feel. Much excitement indeed. Ooh, I should do this. Ah, hell yeah. Let's see here. Sure, why not? Let's get that. And then we're up against the Wood Elves. So I think if I just take like 2 of those. Man, I wish the Green Guardian was better. The whole... His aura's shorter than all range attacks is real sucky. Real sucky indeed. Poor guy. Alright, this is a good build. It should be good enough. It's game number 1. What's the worst that can happen? Will we lose game 1? Never lose game 1. Never! Cathay again? Yeah, yesterday's tournament was kind of got screwed over because the bracket got all screwy. So yesterday's tournament didn't really count. Oh, that reminds me. Iceman. Oh wait, I got a leaderboard, I believe. I gotta give Iceman a tournament win. Ice. Control F, ice. Where's he at? Ooh, it's laggy. Iceman, there we go. Let's see here. Update tourney wins. Yeah, because he won that tournament that we hosted. Turn gave me approval. Iceman. Your tourney win the other day counts. Got approval from Turin. Alright. He earned it. He beat Charix. Good luck, have fun. Ready? Alright, here we go. Oh yeah, it's who would have guessed? It's a mass mobility build. So the idea is, if he pushes up, I have crane gunners, if he doesn't have a lot of range. If he did go for skirmishers, we just run them down. And I brought a fun spell. So it should be very hard for him to shoot me to death. Except for that. Ouch. Not that much damage though. Oh, he has 2. What about? Okay. So he does have double arrows of Kurnos casting. But that means that the rest of his army is going to be pretty weak right now. So as a full-on rush strategy, it's not too bad. Plus, it's going to help me with the Celestial Dragon Guard later. So I got to stop getting these Longmas beat up. Oh crap, those homing shots. Them homing shots. All right, here we go. It's all good. We're about to get the fattest dive in ever. Up. Okay, so there are skirmishers. Many a skirmisher indeed. But with them shut down, the missile mirror is underway, right? That means I can just fully commit to these guys. There we go. These archers aren't able to do that much. Just look at them facing away. That's pretty jokes, man. That's pretty jokes. All right. So I gotta save my boys here. Should be a pretty good bombing run, though. Hopefully that kills a lot of his Sisters of Thorn. Oh my goodness, does it? A lot of damage on those Sisters of Thorn. And then with Celestial Dragon Guard coming on in, I should be fine, right? You can see just how little defense he has against a Cav Rush when you start with double Waystalker. He really didn't have a lot of defenses for these guys. And then those Glade Guard I can just ignore for the longest time, right? Pretty jokes, actually. I think that was a legitimate use of Missile Mirror to get that clean attack going. A very, very clean attack. So now all I really got to do is summon in the archers here. Continue beating up the Waystalkers, who I believe got a price increase, so it's not like they're too bad. And then that's going to be an easy victory. Honestly, I feel like this matchup is very good for the... I feel like it's very good for the Grand Cathay. What a stomp. I know, right? Dude, the Crowman are insane. This Crowman is bonkers, man. The Nangao grenades get you so much value. Ah, hell yeah. Get wrecked, Waystalkers. Get wreckarood. And then we just, yeah, summon in more birds. So they're gone. Hell yeah. Longma's just chasing the Glade Riders. Ah, yeah. You thought double Waystalker was good? Behold, the might of Grand Cathay. And then I got my harmony bonuses in here. Help my cavalry in the grind. Oh, those are Zotes. Mad Lad brought the Zotes to the party. Okay. So big charge here should do well. Zotes, I will need to figure out how to deal with them. I do have halberds and all that, but we will have to see. Maybe I'll just charge my birds in here. Should be fine. Things are going well enough where I don't think we have to worry too much. He doesn't really have much in the way of ranged. Celestial Dragon Guard are having a dandy time. And he brings in some more Glade Rider spears, who are just Glade Riders. It turns out Zote's a little spooky. Just a little spooky. We're going to have to manage him. I'm also blobbing up a lot for those spells, but his lord will go down. Slowly but surely.
One of your units has been destroyed.
And the Glade Riders, yeah, I think if I just start spamming Peasant Horsemen, we're goodies. Should do pretty well against your basic Glade Rider. I'm just kind of waiting for something to cast a Missile Mirror on, though. Would be very nice to get a big old fat missile mirror on him.
Fire in the blood! Jade Lancers!
Oh crap. Got a micro. Time to read chat.
Jade Lancers!
Uh-huh. Here we go. Yeah, all the major threats got massacred. Missile Mirror is genuinely really good for rush fields, I think. Just being able to say that one of their range units can't participate is a very nice bonus. Celestial Dragon Guard, by the way, they do beat Dryads, so I guess that's good. It takes some millennia, absolute millennia, but they will eventually get those Dryads killed. Good to know. Very good to know. Man, it's just, oh boy. Those silver chevron dryads, do they? Why does he have silver chevron dryads? Now that's crazy, man. Okay, so this is a thorn. Yes, something I can use my magic on. If you overcast it, it has 400 range. It's pretty jokes. Haha! Oh, they just. Oh, let's go! Let's go! Huge! Huge! You see that reflected shot? Oh my god. Get wrecked, Sisters of Thorn. Get wrecked. They poisoned themselves. You know, the uptime on Missile Mirror is actually pretty decent. And if they don't expect it, it will actually get some pretty good damage reflect. 44 seconds though after I overcast it. Maybe it's not that long. Maybe the uptime ain't that good. A little unfortunate. I feel like Missile Mirror needs like an extra effect or something. I don't know. Kind of strange, but solid game number one. Solid game number one. So as you can see, Missile Mirror is clearly OP. Yeah, so these guys did not pay for themselves. They just got murdered. Very good. Very good. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and report our score. So that was grand. Oh, it's 1-0 for us. Grand Cathay versus Wood Elves. Grand Cathay wins. Nice. Yeah, so look at this archer unit. Only 262. They could have gone way more value if I wasn't careful. Yeah, could eat up a little bit of ammunition. I feel like a Missile Mirror, if it was an AoE, that would actually be really, really good. Consider trying Danikin's Dark Elf strat. Oh yeah, you know, it's just standard Dark Elf kite, isn't it? Is there anything different that he does with Dark Elves other than just your usual kite? AoE Missile Mirror would be OP. How about a 10 Winds of Magic spell that can kill multiple range units and also route them? You know what else is AoE that costs about the same amount as Missile Mirror? Burning Head. You guys are crazy, man. You guys are crazy. Oh, those are Way Watchers. Jeez, they had a rough time. Can use it against Giselles, yeah. Charix playing Cathay would be quite the sight. You know, if Missile Mirror didn't have such a long cooldown and you can actually get way higher uptime by just constantly recasting it, that would be pretty cool, I think. Total Tavern working today? Yeah, I think I screwed it up by adding a player. I think that's what happened previously. Yo, no Charks today? Ooh, we're gonna win? We're gonna win today? Hell yeah. Hey, Darstrix, thank you very much for the 2 CHF. You want net of Amon talk?
Cassandra with elemental winds maxing.
Honestly, wait, how hard can we go on it? Because you can go double jade line, right? What? You can go triple jade lion? Yeah, unit caps are on. You can go triple jade lion since when? Okay, all right. You know, this actually is pretty interesting. Oh, but they count as rare single entities. Oh, I see. Dreadlord on a dragon with a bow. Oh yeah, yeah. But this is pretty standard like Warhammer 2 stuff though. Why has no one ever done that? Yeah, because they count as rare single entities. So you can't take any other big target afterwards. So that's why it's always been, it always seems like 2 is the max. So what? How we cooking this up? Yo, you can spam the Jade Lion's Breath. With 2 uses each, you could get a really weird Cathay kite build. Man, it's too bad this guy counts as a big single entity though. But yeah, then you have the Emperor's Executioner. You have Net of Amon talk. Yeah, no, yeah, man. If Jade Lines counted as like just a normal single entity, it would be so much better. Okay, technically you can't go double War Compass. Because they also have mastery, right? But then you hit your single entity cap, so it's not even that great. If I go double Astromancer but they have no spells, I still get the spell mastery, right? Let me just double check real quick. War Compass also has Comets. Yeah, but the War Compass also sucks. I still want to win today, man. I still want to win. Okay, technically if I take the Compass versus Astromancer with Comet, like I guess it's a free Comet, and I'm just spamming normal Nets of Amon talk. But here, let's just see this. So this is the map, huh? So Net of Amon talk intensity 60% is no different. Man, that's such a shame. I feel like spell duration should be affected by intensity. I don't know, maybe there's some instances where it's OP, but like seriously, there's nothing nothing competes with like Malkoth's Mystifying Miasma or Flock of Doom, right? Like those spells get you 2,000 gold value for your Winds of Magic. It's crazy.
Master of Meteor Winds.
Like what, it would last 12 more seconds when you're full maxing it? Anyways, yeah, it does give you 60%. That's pretty cool. Overcast is just increasing the radius of the net. Oh, you're saying overcasting? No, intensity doesn't affect radius. That's for sure, for sure. But yeah, I think this is the max amount of intensity we can get. Yeah, so the compass does have the free Thunderbolt and all that, and Comet. So you can really go hand with the nets. Affects all allies in range. 10% damage resist. Leadership ITP. That's interesting. With the lions being cheaper, it's kind of nice. I would really like another single entity though if I'm gonna do this build. Like, yeah, like this guy should be on a moonbird, right? Notes to CA. I guess I will add it in as a note. Spell duration for some spells to be affected by intensity. Because then, like, otherwise the spells just literally don't benefit at all from spell intensity. The Jade Lions, yeah, they are Yang, but it's not the worst. As long as I have Crowman, we're good. Slow max. Let's see. At some point with enough intensity, you are basically netting them. Like, so reload in here with this lady in Storm of Shadows. Let's take a look at how much spell intensity affects it. 3 more matches, by the way, and then we have the next round. Very exciting. Have any builds of the Green Sentinel? Nope. Green Sentinel is just a slightly beefier terracotta for a way higher price increase. So, spell intensity 6% gets us to minus 72% speed. It's minus 72% speed. It makes it where Comet will probably still land, but it does make it 4 winds of magic. Overcast for the AoE. It'll make it 8 winds of magic. Is that doable? Wait a second. I gotta see. Cause it's not a full net, so it's not gonna work versus everything. But against infantry, it might. It may very well. Doesn't Green Sentinel have the OP missile mirror ability? No, it has the underpowered missile mirror ability. I think you're getting it a bit mixed up. Yeah, no, Green Giant does not really reflect missiles unless your opponent does not know what they are doing. 13 speed. It can barely. Oh, it still hits though. It does still hit. It's not a net, however. It's not really a net. Though it is a pretty disgusting slow. Like that is like I might just like 4 winds of magic for a 72% slow is kind of insane when it comes to cat fights. Maybe we do try that. Yeah, it's only 55 meters. It might as well not exist. You know, if you're playing against the AI, right? Sure. But like, you know, like it's pretty easy to stay 55 meters away from the target you're shooting. Jade Amulet? What does Jade Amulet do? Oh yeah, just dude, I will have so much spare magic with Jade Amulet. So this costs 4 winds of magic and it gets me 2.5 winds of magic per cast. You're telling me I can get this thing to be like basically free. Is there anything else that scales with spell intensity? Blossom Wind? Do I do a Blossom Wind? Or do I just chuck out insane Talons of Night with the slow? That would be a lot more expensive. Bring another spell. So Blossom Wind is 18 winds of magic. All right, let's see. Blossom Wind and Talons of the Night. Those are the only ones that scale here. Take the Jade Amulet. The slow. The thing is, you can only hit so many targets, so it doesn't really work with a range build if you're getting rushed down. Yang lore debuffs. When it comes to debuffs, the scaling does impact it quite a bit. I'm a Blossom guy. Blossom's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So it's a 13 Winds of Magic combo. It does 29 damage full AP. Okay, wait just a darn second. Wait just a darn second. So if you're telling me if I cast this, right? Now they can't move, and then we get a Blossom Wind. It's pretty hard to dodge, and the damage was 400. Not that worth, right? Not that worth. Oh, the blinded gets buffed though, so they get mega debuffed. They get mega debuffed, so I can combo that and just use it for its blinded effect. Minus 38, minus 38. Dude, so if I just normal Storm of Shadows Blossom Wind, I can win every cav fight in the game. Crap, did my PC, did my Warhammer just crash? We still live? I think you just gotta give it a second. This happened yesterday, I think, actually. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so what? So if I hit these guys up. Man, Blossom Wind has such a long cast time though, because after it casts it, it's not bad though. Like that's actually a decent amount of damage. And then they have like no stats. Oh no, it doesn't actually increase it. Oh, what a ripoff. So the blinded effect doesn't get amped by the spell amplification. Ah, that's a big ripoff. Anyways, it should be unfrozen now. Talons is better. Yeah, Talons is way better. So no Blossom Wind. After patch, CPU has a hard time, especially in the AMD. Oh, I see. If you stay close, the lore passive will slow an extra 10%. That's pretty funny, actually. I gotta look into that, right? Because that extra 10% can make a huge difference. So if I cast Storm of Shadows, how quickly do I regain my magic? Okay, so okay, we basically all back. So how much does Talons of the Night do? Blossom is prettier. It is, it is. So this does 8 damage. A mighty 8 damage. For 17. Got about half HP on them. I'm paying 21 Winds of Magic, but if I can delete a unit. Overcast, it does 13. Maybe? Destroys chaff. This is getting real expensive for some chaff destruction. Okay, one more match is still being finished up. Yeah, so if I take the power of Yin, it's an 18-second slow. So against some factions, we just park our lord directly above them. And then we're good. What about Shem's Burning Gaze with the Yuan Bow and Executioner to snipe lords? Shem's is not that great at sniping. It's okay. It's okay, but I don't think it kills them super fast. Okay, let's take a look. Just gonna wait for our winds to build up. Thankfully, it goes up pretty fast. I don't know if my item's actually working. says it's active while I'm casting.
This is the way.
Okay, so let's see. So let's say,
My
right,
chosen
we're over
race.
here.
Seeking
It's a Forsaken.
opportunity.
We're like, okay, we're gonna slow them down.
Spirit dragon.
And now they have effectively no speed.
Shape the
They have
wind.
8 speed, right?
Ready to
That
roll.
makes all abilities more or less undodgeable. And then we normal cast Talons of the Night. I didn't hit all of the units, but if you compare it to a Buna, it gets about the same damage per Winds of Magic spent, but you also have all of this garbage that you're trying to fit in at the same time, so
My chosen place.
I don't really know.
Offspring of dragons.
Can't bring Firewall either.
You have been bested.
What we could do though is we could use the Astromancer. Chain Lightning got buffed actually. Wait a second. I have an Astromancer. Why have a crappy Talons of the Night when you can run Chain Lightning at like 20 damage a tick? Ooh. Ooh, that's real good actually. That might be it. Chain Lightning meta. That's pretty good actually. Wait, let's take a look. Final Transmutation. Yeah, because I can bring a second caster. So we could do Final Transmutation. Though it doesn't combo with the slow. Yeah, Moonbirds got buffed. It's all cheaper. It's all cheaper. So like if we go here, right?
Repositioning.
Let's take a look. So this is significantly cheaper. Let's see. So Chain Lightning is 14. So at 18 Winds of Magic,
Of dragons.
right? Like I can cast this.
Shape the winds.
Oh crap.
Wise indeed.
All right, well that's minor misplay. It's fine. Okay, and then we cast the Chain Lightning. Like this slow lasts forever anyways.
Leading the way.
A clear course.
Ooh, look at that damage. Oh, look at that value. Yeah, that is a pretty chunky Chain Lightning, I would say. Like, if I just cast that right on someone's face, it's a 21 wins. It's a 21 armor piercing vortex, right? You got 1750 value.
Descendant of dragons.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. The alternative was we go for a Lord Snipe, but I kind of like that combination. Okay, let's advance the Swiss. Navigator does have his point. Very nice. And we're up against Berserk. Yo, yo. There we go. At Goblins, round 2. Alright. I'm Grand Cathay. And the map is going to be Glinty Tooth's Crag. Okay. Yeah, I gotta try this out. The Astromancer tech is too good to pass up. And the slow is massive. I don't think I need the Jade Amulet for the extra slow. I'd rather just keep her cheap. Can you do anything with the Grenadier's active ability too? It's pretty short range. But I might experiment with it a bit later. Double Jade Line's also really nice. Thunderbolt plus Wind Blast. So Wind Blast will do a lot of damage. Did they buff Wind Blast? No, right? Yeah, no, Wind Blast is the same. But You can overcast it to get 50% more damage. And it's some of its armor piercing. You could probably get some pretty nasty wind blasts out. Especially because like base wind blast 5 magic is all you're gonna do, like a million. But chain lightning can kill elites. I think there's actually some potential. The fact that I feel less bad about taking Jade Lions and having them be my damage amps. Can I squeeze? No. So if this guy's on a Moonbird, it doesn't work. I could put him on a Warhorse and then get my 3rd Jade Lion. But then I'm cutting the sick wooshing War Compass that everyone loves, right? Okay, he's Warriors of Chaos. Perfect. He'll be the perfect test for this shenaniganry. Yeah, Wind Blast for Chaff. Lightning for elite units. So what could he bring? Uranus Thunderbolt for Hell Cannon. You can dodge it though, that's the sad thing. You can dodge it, and I proved to the world that you can dodge it. So that's potentially a little bit of a problem. There's no guarantee that you'll have perfect dodge micro though. Alright, amazing starter build. I see nothing wrong with this. We're up against the Warriors of Chaos. Generally, very annoying faction to deal with, but with the right tools, I don't think it will be too bad. Good old Berserk. Very scary player indeed. I wonder what he will actually go for. We're gonna see the new trolls. The new 750 trolls. That would be actually pretty interesting. I don't know if they're yeah, I don't really know how I feel about them. If they're like amazing or not. It seems like a fun build though. Regardless, this seems like a very, very fun build. Here we go. Let's see. Let's see. 750 gold troll probably doesn't even pay for itself with max heal capping. I forget how much value they got before. Peasant Archer ROR. They have fire weakness. Trolls into Cathay seems sus. Only a little. Only but a wee bit. Okay, so I gotta give Pizu a point, a Swiss point. Yo, I can't wait for Total Tavern to get the update. It's been so long. Multiplayer costs will change in later hotfix. This is nice for Astromancer on the giant dome. Yeah, they're gonna make the what's it called? Yeah, the Wooshing War Compass 50 gold cheaper. Surely Cathay will be so OP. You like this matchup? Personally curious what I'll bring. Oh, it's a weird one, man. Can a troll beat a peasant spearman? I don't know. They'll route pretty fast. But trolls aren't there to beat peasant spearmen. They're there to kill Jade warriors. Like, trolls are the, you know, anti-armored infantry option here. On the cheap. Like 750, you know, trolls actually do really good versus cavalry if they don't get surrounded. Yeah, the ward save buff is really cool. It doesn't last really long though, so honestly, even if it gave 100% damage resist, it probably still wouldn't be that great. I don't know if, even if it gave 100% damage resist for what, 18 seconds is how long it lasts? I think people would still get more work done with Dragon's Breath. I think Braced Spears win, probably. That is like exactly what the spears are meant to deal with, though. Yeah, how are Cathay spears in general? 17 bonus versus large. Pretty abysmal melee defense compared to their Empire variants, though. Even if you include Harmony, giving them a +8, they go up to 32 melee defense. It's really insane how strong Empire Spearmen with shields are. Yeah, the speed debuff spell gets more than twice as effective. Yeah, it becomes basically a net, which is way different than how intensity affects other abilities. Like, intensity will affect damage abilities fairly linearly. But yeah, stat changes get super affected. Yeah. I think Cathay Spears are top tier too, but they just don't compare to Empire Spears. Like, Empire Spearmen are insane. They really are insane. The amount of value they can get you. If you purely want intensity, you can just bring the Naked Heroes for 300 gold. Yeah. Right, I'll be back in a second while we wait for Berserk to make his army. All right. Oh, we loaded in. Hell yeah. Make Empire Spears expendable too. Jeez. Did you play Berserk back in land battle days? I don't really recall, no. But I might have. It's been so long since I played land battle. Okay, so here's the Insanity Wacko build. Ready? Good luck, have fun. So, Insanity slow with the intensity. That'll show up in a second. Chain Lightning, Uranus Thunderbolt, and Wind Blast. We deck this guy out because we're going to be spamming spells like no tomorrow. No elite infantry today. I'm gonna try it out a bit, but it's not gonna be a spam type situation. We're trying out a bunch of different stuff for Cathay. All right. Nice. Hellstriders and Skirmishers. That's exactly what I want to see. A Cockatrice? Purple Sun? Oh, he's also doing slow shenanigans. Yeah, so this guy has a slow ability that kind of builds up. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. All right. So it's slow v slow. Who did it better? Let's see here. So I do have my Crowman around. So the great thing about this slow is it also will wombo combo with the Crowman, right? That'll work out pretty well for me, I think. This thing only has one slow usage, by the way. It's gonna hurt him quite a bit. He might not expect the shenanigans that I have. So like, just take a look at this. Congratulations, you slowed for 80 seconds. What are they supposed to do? What are they supposed to do? I don't know. Goodbye, horseman. You served well. But you are dead now. Oh my god. That's kind of OP. Oh, there's the purple sun. All right. There we go. You gotta take off into the air. Nice. All right, sick. Let's see here. What's next? What's next? Okay, I can definitely kill his little birdie dude over there. Let's go ahead and get our Crowman online and operational. Crap! No! You might have killed the war compass. We'll see how it actually pans out though. Let's do some of that. And here comes the wombo combo. A little bit of a chain lightning on their face. We'll see how that pans out. Dang, okay, so I did lose the war compass. That's pretty sad. But I did get a pretty cool chain lightning. And let's just vanilla wind blast him, I guess. Unfortunately, we'll probably be losing most of our Crowmen, but I think we are still mostly okay. Let's go over here. Astromancer does have a little whirlwind ability that he can use. There we go. Hopefully I nailed it. And it was okay. Could have done a little bit better with that, but it's fine. There we go. Dang, we're really just punching each other in the face constantly, aren't we? Okay. Get some peasant horsemen in there. Get some Crowman action. Unfortunately for me, we are definitely taking a lot of damage here. But I think with the double lion, it's going not too bad. Got a little bit of routing off over there. Most of his guys here are suffering pretty hard, right? Here we go. There's another slow. We're gonna catch his skirmishers out. Each skirmisher he brings in is just dead. So that part's definitely a big plus. And then of course we have the double terror causing lions here. Just can get a lot of work done. Value trading though is definitely on the more sus side, especially because I don't have any harmony bonuses. And sadly for me, the Astromancer is kind of getting bullied. Come on, Astromancer. Let's get a little bit of a lightning bolt. Okay, looks like we will live. I did get a lightning bolt. I am rapidly running out of magic though, which I do not appreciate very much. He did bring a hell cannon. Okay. I can hunt down a hell cannon, no problem. That's not a very big deal. And most of his units are on this side of the battlefield. So I think we can just, yeah, we can run down any Hellstriders he decides to summon. That's not a problem at all. So that's going to be the play. We just roll on in, bully his thingamajig, and then we're fine. He's going to summon some Forsaken. That's not the biggest deal ever. Should be very difficult for him to deal with this. I have some crane gunners over here that can get work done on him. Okay, now how do we want to shut this down exactly is the question. It's, you know what? Oh, he's gonna try de-summoning it? Oh, we got it! He couldn't get the dodge off? Hell yeah. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay. He tried to de-summon it. Alright, a little bit of an AoE over there. We'll get a lot of work done on him. Oh my gosh, get you baited by the Crowman. Hell yeah, brother. Yo, this Astromancer's cooking up a storm today. All right. Then I should just be able to route off at least most of these guys. Astromancer 2 has a bunch of cool spells he can chuck out. Like this to kill off the Marauders. And then with the support of Crowman, I think we're good here. There we go. Some good routes. I'm going to have to disengage though. And the Astromancer is going to have to get to safety. But at least my crane gunners are online and operational and doing great. Sadly, Astromancer's probably going to go down. Hellstrider resummons are going to be a big pain for sure. Oh, okay. Pretty good lightning bolt, however. Do still have my lions over here. They're doing okay. You did kill the Astromancer, though. Very sad. Very, very sad indeed. Let's see here. Let's get some more Crowmen going. God, these Hellstriders, such a pain in the butt, though. He's just gonna keep summoning them into infinity if I'm not careful here. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna bombing run. We're just gonna bombing run up. All my infantry's dead anyways, right? We might as well. Okay, there we go. Let's get the lions back. Crane gunners are doing okay, I guess. Honestly, they've been a little lackluster, I'm not gonna lie. And oh geez, okay, my lord's also a little mucked up. I don't like that very much. Value wise, we're definitely more behind than I would hope, but potential here. His lord is about to get surrounded, which is very good. And then I might be able to play that high ground. That's a purple sun. Get out of there. Ooh, gets most of a Crowman unit with the purple sun. And most of the other one too. Very nice bait from my opponent. I will be able to get another bomb drop at least with these guys. One more for the road should do. Okay, here we go. Just right on top of those Forsaken. And then we're gonna play for the high ground. Unfortunately, one lion does die. Very, very sad. I will be able to capture this high ground, but man, those Hellstriders, they do not give up. The Hellstriders absolutely are going to be a menace. I think I should have just summoned the Crane Gunners earlier. It was some fun tussles, though. It was definitely some fun tussles. We had some pretty jokes, little skirmishes here and there. Lions doing okay. I will get a little bit of a cav charge here. Nice. Jade Lancers are on the job. And I will be able to slow them down, which is going to help. Everything hinges on me taking this high ground, though, in a reasonable amount of time, however. And he does have some doggos here, which is just gonna make life more difficult. I kind of fear for the Crane Gunners, too. And my Crowmen are not exactly doing that great here either. He's got a lot of value with his super annoying purple suns, too. Can I just see his value? Yeah, about 2,000. Pretty huge, I'm not gonna lie. Aspiring champions are being annoying. I think he's won this one. Honestly, the Jade Lions were real disappointing. I think the Astromancer's fun. I think the Astromancer's absolutely fun. Sure, the Crane Gunners might have gotten a lot of value, but yeah, he's triple Catman now. Brutality. Slows were pretty good. I think we could have won just by using slows and playing defensively with the Crane Gunners. I think a lot of the build is overcooked, and we also lost our big ol' Comet Caster, right? That was pretty silly. But I think this was totally winnable. Yeah, we totally forgot about the compass. But yeah, at this point, I just don't have enough oomph to kill these guys off. GG, well played. GG, well played.
Invested. There is only defeat.
We'll get him next time though. I gotta like keep practicing so I can get the instincts right. Cause I think I was just trying to have fun on the hill here, and I shouldn't have actually taken those fights. This guy got hella value though. 2,700. And killing off the cannon with 1 Uranins was a joy to see. But yeah, I didn't play well enough around the Hellstriders, and the Jade Lion suck. Jade Lion suck. Compass, I misplayed. I do hope we get that rematch though. Yeah, he unmounted it and left the cannon to die, which does still reduce its cost, by the way. So even though he did get the desummon, it's not really a problem. How much spell mastery do you need to kill a cannon with Overcast Thunderbolt? I think at 60%, it got the job done. So I guess 60%. Yeah, Astromancer bird is great. I think I've got to cut all of this though. We might go for the Jet Lion. I feel like Jet Lion would actually get a lot more work done. This is Grand Cathay versus Warriors of Chaos. Warriors of Chaos 1. How are Hellblasters now? Same as before, right? No Jet Lion? What's wrong with the Jet Lion? He has his spell resist. He doesn't give any master of the elemental winds though. Yeah, he doesn't enhance magic. Jet Lions are the worst. Dang, unanimous decision. Everyone hates Jet Lions apparently. Losing the War Compass is just silly though. I shouldn't have lost the War Compass. But I'm only allowed 2. So let's see here. I think yeah, I think we just want to play super defensively next time. I think this slow will really help us win defensive playstyles. Because it lasts forever. It lasts absolutely forever. I just need something that can kill cavalry. Is there an alchemist with something that like I can take Insanity Searing Doom? Just have Searing Doom on the ultra cheat. Combined with the slow, it's 10 winds of magic, but it should actually just delete everything it touches. Like I really like the slow here. And then what? Then we go Searing Doom. So this would be how much? I'd be missing 30%. So I'd be at 30% amp. I think I do need like the double Jet Lion, right? Astromancer with his Moon Flare is good, combined with the super slow. And then from here, I think the smartest way to go about it is to just go for double Crane Gunner. Like this feels like a legitimate build. I think the compass, we're gonna skip the compass. Celestial Lion Roar have a slow? Not sure. But yeah, this is I think this is the easiest way to get to high spell mastery. You have your cavalry, you can outmaneuver, and then you just shoot them to pieces, and then you have Moonbird dude. How's it going thus far? Pretty good. I think we just made some simple misplays, but that battle was totally winnable if we did it right. Let's see here. Do I have any Grand Cathay build saved? Sure. I think the Jade Lions, for the effect that they give to the slow, I think they're worth it. I wouldn't switch a Jade Lion to a Jet because I need maximum spell amp to get the slow to be good enough. How many more matches? Ooh, 2 more matches. 2 more matches. Yeah, Moonbird is still pretty expensive. It's 1,500 now. And just as a raw single entity, it's pretty good. 7,300 HP. Has a caster on it, so it gives mastery of the elemental winds. I think it's fine. We try making a beginner domination guide. On my Instagram, every once in a while, I'm posting little builds and tidbits. I'm trying to get better at it, but that's where you'll want to be. It's in the description. If you do have any questions, though, feel free to just DM me. I'm happy to answer. 1,400 is 2 Crowman. Well, the Moonbird actually can do a lot more than 2 Crowman because of terror. But let's see. We will advance the Swiss Goblins round 3. And we're up against Blake. All right. Yo, yo. But yeah, what I'm thinking is you have a mobile build with lots of spell amp, and then you force them forwards with crane gunners, and then you murder them. I don't think... let's see here. Oh, is Blake Hobo Honkers? Oh, I think it is. Let's see here. There should be a way to change your name, I think. On Total Tavern. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't really see a way to change name, huh? Alright, well, anyways. We have a lobby to join. Mm-hmm. Alright. High Elves. What? Crystal Lake? Oh, hell yeah. High Elves versus Grand Cathay magic build. There has to be something with this Jet Lion shenaniganry. There just has to be. I like the Searing Doom. I'm gonna see if I can nail some 6 Searing Dooms today. Ooh, maybe some Plague of Rusts too. Okay, yeah, so that's the play, right? Searing Doom and Plague of Rust. Dude, that has to be insanely good. Plague of Rust Overcast minus like 100 armor. That has to be good. Honestly, I feel like there's enough potential with this double Jade Lion shenaniganry that I almost want to try learning like a Cathay style that just really cooks. Also, the bird is definitely really good, considering it has 3 AoEs. The AoE's just really hard to nail down, but technically, if you get the AoE down perfectly, it can get like a solid, I would imagine, 700 gold value if you use all three. A lot of babysitting for sure. I wonder the slow would work as an anti-backline dive tech. If you went man-tidy style. If you go man-tied, one of the bigger issues is just losing the frontline fight though. Grand Cathay doesn't have like dryads or rangers or anything to actually win a frontline fight against dedicated anti-infantry. So even if you do, like, yeah, it would be so good for like Wood Elves. Because Wood Elves have an exceptionally strong front line. But Cathay less so. Unless maybe you're shooting them up with like a million bows. Alright, take two. Take two. So here's the idea. Ready? Good luck, have fun. We're going to rip his face up with Searing Doom and Storm of Shadows. In theory, the slow will be so long and so painful that I can just chuck it out. It's a 10 Winds of Magic combo, but if you compare it to Burning Head, it's not bad, especially if it actually kills dudes. So let's see if it works. And the name of the game today is Skirmishing. It's an Archmage of Spirit Leech and Buna. I see. She's on our big old bird. One fun thing we can do is we can just kill her. We can just get a big old fat charge on her. Could be hype, could be hype. I'll have to be a little careful about the Buna. I'm sure there's some skirmishers about. A cannon is not the worst. There we go. Okay, now where are your dudes at? So he has a cav core here. Interesting. Okay. And gets load. I wonder how much damage is gonna do. This is 60% spell amped. Woo-hoo-hoo. That's as much damage as a Buna. Whoa. All right. Okay. That's actually Buna equivalent amounts of damage. That's surprisingly good, actually. That's surprisingly good. Yo, I think that's got to be the Wombo combo then. That just has to be the Wombo combo. He's gonna go for a bit of a flank with his cavalry. Looks like he did have a little bit of a cav core. All right. We got him caught up though. Dude, that's a really fun combo. That's a really fun combo. Is this even dodgeable? Is he paying attention? It's a pretty fast spell. Pretty good. That's like 250 gold right off the bat. Just straight up 250 gold. This is a Searing Doom. What the crap? Yo, when you actually use spell amp on good spells, it's like the world opens up. The world truly opens up to the madness. Oh, hell yeah. Wait, Blink of Rust. Minus 96 armor. The peasant horseman now. Ah, oh, hell yeah. Oh, they're insta dead. Wait, this is hilarious. Oh my god, this is freaking hilarious. Oh, they're just dead. Well, goodbye, little cavalry. It was nice knowing you. Okay, we figured out the build. This is it. This is absolutely it. Oh my, oh me, oh my. Ain't that just a dandy little thing? All right, so next up is we bring in the birds. He just can't dodge the bird, so that's just gonna be painful. It's like kind of like a pseudo kite Cathay style. There you go. Get a little bit of a tornado there, and then just bomb drop them. Bomb drop those extremely expensive boys. His spears are massacred now. Oh crap! I kind of whiffed up. Unfortunate. You know what's not unfortunate though? This. Get Searing Doomed. And they're all dead. Here, just normal Plague of Rust. Why not? Why not just normal Plague of Rust them? Oh my god, the slow. The slow is insane, dude. These are elite silver helms. Oh crap, you finally got on my backfield. Well, it's fine. These guys got harmony, they'll be great. There we go, nice. Then with all his cavalry dead, it should be good. Do have to be a little careful here. These riders over here are actually pretty spooky, but I should just be able to tear out them, no problem. There's another Searing Doom. We'll just use that to kill him, I think. And there you go. And the silver helms are no more for the low price of just a casual Searing Doom. He loses another unit of cavalry to the cannon bait. Very nice. And at this point, it's pretty over, right? It should be pretty over. I just have to carry out the victory, not lose my second point, and we're goodies. Ah, dang it, cannon full routed. What a ripoff. Well, I got 2 units of cav for it. I think it's worth. And I do still have magic too, so if need be, we can get that done. Let's give him the slow. And the Plague of Rust. So it's gonna reduce their armor to 52. Crowmen do a lot of damage to low armored cavalry. So that should work out quite well for us. And it seems like indeed they are taking quite a bit of damage. Though the spirit leeches are definitely very annoying. But it looks like his cavalry is indeed gonna get routed off. And then I just gotta chuck out a Searing Doom on his face at some point, right? I gotta be careful though. My lord's actually in a little bit of trouble. These rangers are nothing to scoff at either. Lord needs to live. To the trees. She's joking. She's jiving. Okay, let's not sit around here for too long. One last cast here just to slow him down. She could cast to save her own life, but this will have to do it instead. Where'd my Crowman go? All right, there they are. A little bomb drop Crowman. Dang, and he does rout my lord. Okay, maybe not as clear cut as I thought it'd be. I do have a Searing Doom that I can plonk down here at least. And I should be able to continue controlling 2 points. So even with the lord loss, I think we're okay. Searing Doom did not actually do that much damage though to those white lions. And yep, there goes the lordy. Okay, at least we get a pretty solid bomb drop here. The Crowmen can cook it up. Mm-hmm. Do I have a lion breath attack? I do. Okay, and that should be enough damage to just rout them. I will have my lord back. It'll be fine. We do have our big old Searing Doom caster. Though, definitely my opponent made it a little bit more sus than I thought he would. I still need to get all my casts with the Astromancer too. So those are just Reavers over there. Not a big deal. And you know what? I think we do just bring in the cannon again, right? And just shoot up his infantry here. Silver helms. Let's just charge them. We'll send the Crowman on them, and then I think if I... Yeah, there's just reavers up. If I Plague of Rust them with the Crow support, and then use this guy for a little bit of an AoE, then I think that should be pretty solid cleanup. There you go. Cavalry's in versus reavers. That little vortex did massive damage to his little dudes there, and while it looks like his cavalry will survive the Plague of Rust, they will not survive Searing Doom. Yeah, okay, so definitely Searing Doom spell amped is the way to go. For sure, for sure, for sure. I will have to figure out everything else, but that's definitely a good start. Man, this little bird character is very annoying, but he is most definitely army wipe now. Very nice. Very, very nice. I think I will have to... we gotta really get used to making use of my crane gunners with this build, because I have so much mobility, right? There you go. Full army wipe. We did it. It got a little sus for a second. I'm aware I lost my lord. But there's so many more optimizations we can do. So I feel like as soon as I get those down, this build will be nigh indestructible. With just a handful of optimizations. Dang, are Jade Lancers losing to Illyrian Reavers? Kind of embarrassing. However, he is losing his point over here. Let's go ahead and get that capture secured. Very nice. The Jade Lions are also really good for applying a little bit of capture weight, which is very important. And indeed, we will be able to secure that flank area. Lord must always be sacrificed for assured victory. Yo, I don't know what's with me and losing my lord all the time. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I do have my little spell. So I gotta get used to casting this at the right time. Is that good timing? Ah, hell yeah. There we go. Pretty good timing. And then I gotta get used to getting the bomb drops with my Crowman. Optimal bomb drops on these guys is insane value if you pull it off right. There we go. Pretty good deeps. The missile resist definitely helping them out, but shall not be enough. We did barely hold this point over here. Nice. Still no magic. Ripperonis. But on a triple cap now and a ticket lead, I think there's not much we really have to worry about. Solid build. Solid build. Is this a build that I think will, like, you know, delete everything? Probably not, right? Oh, Noble Daldor, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I missed that earlier. Yeah, it's not like a crazy build, but like it's all right. What matchups do you bring the grenades? I don't know, man. If I ever go for like a man-tied strategy, the grenades can be okay, I guess. Oh yeah, look at that cannon plonking away at him. His lord shall go down too. Big charge on the spears, but it looks like he might have braced. Ah, he's going for this point too. I have so many extra tickets though, right? This should be basically impossible. His lord's dead. Oh, hell yeah, the counter lord snipe. Very, very good. And a route over there because the lord's dead. Ah, yeah. Very fun build. Would highly recommend playing it. But it's so hard to pilot. Like you have like 5 different units with abilities. And then the rest is cav spam. Like it is not an easy build to pilot. Not in the slightest. But is it fun? Absolutely.
Unending glory is yours.
Absolutely. GG, well played. Let's see here. So Astromancer paid for himself. So, 2,600 damage? What? That is some of the highest value on a pure caster that I have ever seen in my life. So it's Grand Cathay versus High Elves. You want to see Yuan Bow net plus Shems?
Plus double Thunderbolt at 160% DMG.
Oh, okay. Actually, that's kind of funny. Interesting. So you want to see the net plus. It's a similar style, but with netting. So in this case, the Jade Lions actually did pay for themselves. 2,600. Holy moly. I guess it's combined though between the two, because this lady did not get that much value. Waiting for the Iron Hail Icket build. All right, wait. So what's the? I gotta cook. I gotta cook. So you want double Uranins and Yuan Bow. So like the pure executioner style is what I'm hearing. So Yuan Bow, Emperor's Executioner, right? And then I get mad cost savings if I do this. The entire build revolves around me actually landing it. Okay, I gotta make this actually viable though, right? No one just wants to see me lose. So how do we do this properly? Oh yeah, you want Shems. You want Shems. Oh, he does have Shems. Oh, okay, that's actually perfect then. Yeah, so we have Shems, Nets, double Thunderbolt. Interesting. They only cost 450 per, and then after the Lord is dead, I can desummon them, or just keep spamming Thunderbolts. Because like Thunderbolt is not that bad of just a raw damage ability. Definitely wanting to see you lose. What? How dare you? All right, just a couple more matches, literally 2 more matches, and then we're good. So let's see. If they bring a Chariot Lord, that would be the best because they don't have stagger animations. Do they need Thunderbolt? Yeah, we gotta stack it. So at 10 Winds of Magic, you're getting double the damage. So I just have to save up as much magic as I can. Yeah, Plague of Rust and Searing Doom I think is the legit meta for Cathay. I think Searing Doom and the slow will... It's just such a game changer. It's 10 Winds of Magic to take half of the HP off of Elite Cavalry probably. Add a Comet for nuking. I don't have the magic, guys. I don't know what else to say. It does not exist. But this is a good start. This is a good start. I like the double Jade Lion for the extra amp. This will do 1,000,000 damage, and then Shems will also be pretty painful. Worst case, I can also just spam Shems if they're really good about staying out of range. Yeah, I'm gonna need 29 Winds of Magic. So it's expensive, but we'll get there eventually. Honestly, just Yuan Bow with Shems is probably the more meta play. But you know, double Astromancer is not the worst to keep around. Double Compass for even more bolts. Wait, if I put them on a compass, they what do they get? It costs 650. And they will have comets and Okay, yeah, so they'll have bound 2 uses of lightning and comet. And they will have nexus of elemental winds. God. This is an abomination. Okay, I can do, here's the thing though, right? This mobility build is just so good. We can probably do something like this. And make it work. Who's my last opponent though? That's a real question. Like, yeah, these guys can roam around, right? 2 Jade Lancers, 2 Crowman, 2 Jade Lions. They will benefit from Harmony too, which is pretty funny. Cav Max, Magic Max. I am the Magic Man. So we have Nexus of Elemental Winds, and we have Bound Lightning Bolts. So anything that gets in range of Net of Ammontok will just be blasted into oblivion, right? I'm not gonna go double compass. I think that's just insane. But like, this will be a really hard army to approach, and maybe I can just get a lot of value early on. Then I summon in the Crane Gunners, and they'll be completely defended because he'd have to push into my backfield after down trading the early game. And then of course, yeah, Yuan Bo can just Lord Snipe with the Emperor's Wrath. Legitimately, this could work. Grand Cathay Lord Snipe. Are Jade Lions good now? They're better. As a source of just extra winds of magic and mastery of the elemental winds. For 1100, you also get a single entity. I think they're not the worst. Last game, they did get 1100 gold value. Plus the value that they gave my caster, damage-wise. Test it, please. I don't want to see a failed meme in a real game. I'm pretty sure I've looked at the Thunderbolton before. But like, let's just see, right? So let's say it's let's give it like one that actually staggers quite a bit. So we go Sisters of Twilight. Does it work, or will they stagger to death? Or stagger to life? Are you winning today? So far, it's been going pretty good. All of these games have been winnable. Magistrate Lord on a blimp. If we face Slanesh, I'll do it. Alright, so let's take a look-see, right? So this is Insanity amped everything. So in this case, we don't need to wait for the net. Winds of Magic gain is... Okay, you can stop your speech, good sir. So Winds of Magic... Oh my god. Okay. Winds of Magic gain. It'll take a little while. But like, what if... Overcast this, so that's... Yeah, so I can overcast this. Then normal cast it. Then do this. Okay, yeah, so you do have to be careful about the air stagger, but it does do a lot of damage. It definitely does do a lot of damage. How much damage does a normal Shems do? Jeez. Okay, actually, legitimately, Spell-Amped Lord Snipe is pretty funny. Even if I'm just spamming Shems, it's not that bad. And then you still have the double Jade Lion. Like that, you can get a lot of work done for sure. Let's try a Chaos Lord. So like, let's see if it's Archaon. What does this look like? Good old Archie. Jade Lions have better melee stats than Vargulfs. Yeah, they have like 50% less HP though. But assuming they don't take much damage. They also don't heal, man. Let's see here. Alright, so how does this work versus Archie? So we're just gonna wait for 6 wins. Okay, what does this look like? Alright. It's still a lot of winds of magic, but you can get a lot of work done pretty quickly. I'm still pretty sure just normal Shems casting is better. Well, it's 5 winds of magic. The damage that you're doing is definitely worth it. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, this might also be very good. Just spamming Shems with 1,000,000 damage amp. Zeus is with us. Yeah, you know, I kinda really want to experiment with this. Double Jade Lion into just various shenanigans between Searing Doom and Shems and the Lightning Bolt stuff. It's all great. If that happened to my Archaon, I would be hard pressed not to give up right there. Yeah, for the cost of like what, 3 Spirit Leeches, that's way more value. Doombolt at home, yeah. Interesting. Grand Cathay magic meta. I am the magic man. I think Searing plus Rust killing off elite cavalry. Yeah. Searing Doom's better, but some factions really rely on their lords to win games. Like think Slanesh, right? Shems spam into a greater demon is a complete death sentence. You can double the damage for slightly less than the thingy. I like how it says increase armor piercing damage, but the ratio stays the same. But anyways, yeah. You could probably get a lot of work done just by spamming Shems. And then you also have the Emperor's Executioner, which is just like, you're done for, man. It's over. Could have one-shot a Necromancer Lord? I'm pretty sure. I have to be careful about the ones that are flying. I'm not allowed to use more than just the one lightning bolt. Otherwise, they might stagger out of the way, but... Definitely, this is a good start. Okay, we're up against Offico. Alright. Yo, yo! Goblins, round 4. Not too many sign-ups today, so I should be able to make it with this next win. If we refresh over here, it seems like, yeah, there's only 4 people with 3 wins. So B6 versus Berserk, Navigator versus Potatoes Devil. Oh, Potatoes Devil has too many points even. Whoopsie daisies. I'm gonna have to reduce that. It was too high. You should be at 2. Someone dropped out. All right, here we go. If we win this, we're goodies. And we have a sick Lord Snipe build. What's the map gonna be? It's going to be Hashut's Oriole Field. All right. All right. Let us see. Two Compass, 2 Astromancer, Overcast Net, Kill Lord, and 2 Comet. Yo, just because their Lord is dead doesn't mean that they don't have, like, the rest of their army to run me over with. Absolutely. They... I need to have units... I need to have units to finish the job afterwards. So, what's this guy's faction? He's playing Chaos Dwarves. Ooh, this will be perfect for Chaos Dwarves. Because usually they do bring some chunky single entities. Enemy will just quit afterward, guaranteed. Totally. Okay, my build is honestly fine. I can use it on the trains. I can use it on the trains, people. The trains shall be no more after these shenanigans. All right, I'm ready. Let's see it. Let's see it. I think. Ooh, actually, let's change our banner. Let's go. The Jade. Let's go Imperial Wardens. That's a nice green. We're using Jade Lions. Might as well. From Lord Snipe to Train Snipe. Trains are pretty high HP though, but it should go well. Do like a rebel flag. Yo, I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. And if he goes man-tied, I have the usual Crane Gunner shenaniganry. Man, this really is the way you do this. You really think I need Plague of Rust? I have enough armor piercing with the lightning bolts. It's fine. Also, cannons are like hard counter to trains. Oh, this will make for a great video. I brought 160% spell mastery to a tournament. Let's see here. I brought 160% spell mastery to a tournament. Oh, he's ready. Yo, this is gonna be so hype. When do you go for the no magic tournament win challenge? As Corn? I gotta learn how to play Corn at some point. I could also do it as a greenskins, because let's be real, greenskin magic is not nearly as impactful as other factions. Zeus maxing. YouTube maxing. Gotta always think about the content. That's the worst part about being a YouTuber. You can't stop thinking about the content. You can't fit in 2 compasses. You're limited to 5 single entities. So your multiplayer spell maxing caps out at pretty good luck, have fun. It caps out at 160%, sadly. Dwarves, technically not magic. Oh yeah, dwarves also a good one. Dude, Foot of Gork sucks. Have you not used Foot of Gork recently? Look, I know we all have great memories of Foot of Gork back in Warhammer 2, but it's dead, man. Foot of Gork's dead and buried. It's gone. Wasn't it buffed? Yeah, it has 50% armor piercing now, up from like 40%. It's not a huge difference. Unless I'm greatly mistaken.
Subjects.
He brought the demon's tongue. Okay, 10,000 HP. How difficult is it to get 10,000 HP worth of damage? So he has his skirmishers. Everything is going to rely on that Dreadquake mortar though. It's not the worst to just summon in a cannon too. Though I do have to be a little wary of the Dreadquake bullying me. But it's a start. It's a start. Thankfully we got the dodges. A couple skirms here are not a big issue.
We have a victory point. Keep it from
Okay, a little bit of poking. Oh, he wants to Dreadquake my artillery piece. Does that work? Okay, it whiffs. It whiffs pretty hard too. Good to see, good to see. One bow, chilling. I just gotta soften it up just a wee bit. Ah, hell yeah, lots of damage. I think that's going for my artillery piece now. Rip. Rip artillery piece. Okay, doesn't nail him though. Does not nail him in the slightest. It's a good start. All right, so sure, let's get that net down. Whoop. There you go, dragon. Little jade lions are doing great. Oh, pretty big hit. Pretty big hit. Good start. Shems. Oh. Okay, all right. I dig it. Honestly, that's some good sniping. That's some very good sniping. Alrighty, alrighty. His little artillery piece is definitely taking a lot of deeps. His lord's just running for the hills. He does not want any of that smoke. Very nice. Okay, and then we're gonna get the crane gunners in here now. Crane gunners will do great. Good old crane gunning. I could probably hit the train up too. There we go. Doing my best. Maybe this works. Comment to the face. Comment to the face on the train. Come on, it's gotta work. Oh, Comet did not do that much damage, sadly. Rip. I was really hoping it would do more damage there. Okay, back to Shemsing his lord. We are out of magic too, which is a little sus, but I should be able to kill off the train at least. Let's go ahead over there. Do have a... You know what? What if I just lightning bolt his bull centaurs? Is that gonna work? Oh, there go my crane gunners. Pretty brutal. Lightning bolt did pretty decent damage, I'd say. And then I think we will be able to kill this bad boy. Slowly but surely, the very expensive beast goes down. I just gotta kill his lord now, right? Dang, it's gonna live? Yo, that's crazy. Well, doesn't that change some things? There we go, now it's dead. Alrighty, good start, good start. I just gotta work my way out of this awkward triple cap situation. Not impossible, this is what peasant horsemen are for. We still have plenty of lightning bolts, and then I can just kill off his lord here, right? Unfortunately, I don't really have much in the way of... I think, honestly, if you run this build, you're supposed to just run Zhao. And just spam Shems. I think the lightning bolt is, like, so not worth. Lightning bolt does not feel very worth at all. Everything else, though, is fine, I think. There you go. Pretty good Comet of Cassandora. You know what? I can give it one more shot. But like, why not just use Shems? It's already homing, right? I think that's the big problem here. Shems is already homing and it already gets a lot of damage in, though that lightning bolt was pretty painful. Wait, is he dead? Does this guy die when I execute him? Dang it! Oh, there we go. Get executed, son! Oh my god, we did it! We have executed his train and his lord. Let's go! Good job, Zhao. All the work paid off. All of our hard work. We just killed some of the tankiest characters in the game. Yo, that's hilarious. Well, I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Just deleted. Source code gone. Oh man. Is it a legitimate strategy? No, just spam shems, man. Just spam shems, it'll be way better. Is it hilarious? Absolutely. Oh crap, he has some infantry here. Alright, get him, artillery crew. I have that capture point over there. And then you see those Chaos Dwarf warriors. This is what the lightning bolt is for. 1 million damage. Kerblamo! Holy, that actually did a lot. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. And that's a triple cap. You were way behind, Rip. Hey, that was great though. Is Nurgle decent? Nurgle is decent, yeah. Nurgle is very, very decent. They can get work done, but they are by no means like a super strong faction. Anyways, he gets completely tabled and that's going to be game. GG. Very nice. Grand Cathay versus Chaos Dwarves. Hell yeah. Grand Cathay wins. Holy value diff. Ah, I didn't even see it. So Zhao got 1,000. This guy got 800. This guy got 700. Yeah, when you take so many casters and then you split the magic gains on them, they don't really pay for themselves. Jade Lions didn't do that great anyways. Alright, it might have been the Kanan that killed the train. Kanan actually hard carried with the 2,200. Turns out Kanan's a good versus Chaos Dwarves, who would have guessed. Same with the Crane Gunners. But it was hilarious. Yuan Bo. Crap, I keep calling him Zhao. Whoopsies. All right. Used automatically. Did you even use the execute ability? I used his like damage execute ability, which worked out pretty well for us. Oh man, 5,000 value lead. Holy. Okay, yeah, this is a fun build, but this is definitely the better build. Alchemist with Searing Doom is insane, and a 4 Winds of Magic net is also insane. You win all cavalry fights because it lasts 29 seconds. All right, so where do we stand? We are in 3rd place currently with pretty good opponent points. Not too bad. As it stands... Oh, okay, no, I'm technically in 1st place because we were the first to finish our match. But other people will be catching up. So the winner of B6 and Berserk will go, and then they will be above me. Then we have Navigator and Potatoes Devil. If Navigator wins, that's better for me, because then I think there won't be too many people with 3 wins, and then we're good. Though it's a toss-up. We might actually not make it to semifinals. 30-second Rune of Slowness. It's better than Rune of Slowness too. Like honestly, it's really good. The biggest issue is the fact that this Lord doesn't really bring that much to the battlefield. She's kind of squishy. She's only an okay fighter. No terror or anything. If she could actually be on like a proper fighting mount, it would be way better. But at a baseline of 800 gold with just 1 spell, very expensive indeed. Four Winds of Magic net, but you can also take the item that gives back 2.5 wins. Does Jade Amulet even work nowadays? Let me check real quick. Because I'm actually a little bit skeptical about Jade Amulet. She doesn't even give max harmony. Yeah. It's kind of brutal. Yo, Yuan Bow though, with the Shems, you can get so much work just by Shems spamming. Okay, so currently, if we start the battle, right, 40% from Arcane Conduit.
Cathay,
So if I cast Storm of Shadow, she's at 12 Winds of Magic. So she just went to 13.
order and harmony.
In 30 seconds, right? In 30 seconds, what we're looking at here. In 30 seconds, she went from 13 to 17. So she got 4 Winds of Magic, which is... Yeah, shouldn't that have given like way more or less? 20... it's hard to tell. How much magic did we get from doing that? So 17 plus 61. 17 plus 61 is 78 Winds of Magic. Start with 80, I guess. So, okay, no, it does work. It does work. So you can actually save a lot of wins if you take the item, but it costs 200 gold. And it's not every game that I use all my magic. But, yeah, so if it was a free item, right, it's great. You get some good magic return. And honestly, anything to get more Searing Dooms is always nice. It costs 200 gold. With the value that Searing Doom is raking in, it's probably still good. Normal cast Searing Doom is 6 wins. If you could just combine them, man. If you can just combine them into one character, it'd be so much better. Gave 2 wins back on first try, would give 3 on the second. I guess that's not bad for how much I'm casting it. So maybe I do take her at a slightly steeper price just so I get that Winds of Magic return for the Grand Cathay magic build. I will have to shuffle a few things around to make it work, but it's doable. Gotta do the fusion dance. I could take her off the horse. I think the horse is not that important because Searing Doom has a 200-meter cast range. If she's on the middle point, she can get Searing Doom wherever you need it. I think that's totally fine. Magic's calculated by decimals. I think you typoed there. It's kind of a worse Gork'll Fix It. Let's see here. Gork'll Fix It is 6 Winds of Magic AoE. Yeah, it is kind of a worse Gork'll Fix It in some ways. But you can get the spell amp, so it makes up for it. This is 24 seconds. This is 29 seconds. So you get slightly longer duration. But let's be real, Gork'll Fix It will be better most of the time. Navigator has defeated Potatoes Devil. So that means Potatoes Devil will not be competing with me in terms of opponent points. Very nice. I am still 2nd place. But Berserk and B6 will shove me down to 4th place. And then it's whether or not Bigger Fish wins. But it seems like at worst it'll probably be a tie. So Bigger Fish lost in the 3rd round against Navigator. Navigator just finished their match. Ah, they had someone drop, I see. So I think that will barely get us to the top 4 then. Yeah, Gobble Magic with the 6 slows. Who would have guessed? They're both very similar though. And sometimes you do want to cast it on a single target. So this one will have slightly more utility than a Gork'll Fix It. Also doesn't have an overcast. But if you overcast this spell, it is just a worse Gork'll Fix It. So you have either a worse Gork'll Fix It or a slightly different Gork'll Fix It. But that 2 Winds of Magic premium and miscast chance is brutal. And this one even reduces charge bonus. Cooldown 43 seconds. Cooldown 28 seconds, 29. So you can cast it faster than Gorgle Fix It, I guess. There's some trade-offs, but overcasting this is not the greatest most of the time, it seems. People bring Necromancers just for the rod, so you think Jade Amulet's worth it? Maybe? But she's not my only spellcaster. I'm also using the Alchemist. Reason to believe that I don't actually need Plague of Rust either, just because Searing Doom is so cost effective. But I have the extra money, I might as well. It's either that or I upgrade this Crowman into a Jade Lancer. But the utility of Plague of Rust is just too good to pass up. You know, it's a solid just in case, and the armor reduction is hilarious. How impactful could the charge bonus really be? It's not that impactful, but the fact that it's there is still a benefit for Gorgle Fix It. You know, it's just a slight advantage. So currently I'm in 4th place with Bigger Fish slightly below me and Pizu slightly below Bigger Fish. So very likely that we will be able to make top 4. And then we're goodies. It's a good thing I lost to Berserk, who's been winning a ton of games. If you cast 10 slows in a game, it will net you 25 wins of magic. So I'm not getting 10 slows in one game. Let's say 5. So I'm paying 200 gold for 12 wins of magic. Let's say that gets me a couple more Searing Dooms. It's hard, maybe. You've paid more money for Rod Spam. Interesting. Though Rod Spam has kind of fallen off of my radar. I've actually noticed Rod Spam was not really worth it in the end. And you also, well, I guess like, yeah, the Necromancers come at a pretty steep price. Regardless, an extra Searing Doom is just amazing. You can't say an extra Searing Doom isn't good, so. 5+ should be easy though. Casting it 5 times is using 20 wins of magic. Oh, okay. You know what? Yeah, you can probably farm quite a bit. And like, I can just use it off cooldown 24/7, knowing that I have the item. So we can use it a lot more recklessly. Also, yeah, Gorgle Fix It is it's a very good spell. One of the better spells on the Greenskin roster. I think a lot of factions would actually use it if they had access to it. Just because it can help you win cavalry fights so hard. But Greenskin cavalry is just a bit slow. Does Rod give spell intensity like how it does in campaign? I think it does. Even though it doesn't say, I think it absolutely does. It's thundering. Rip my internet. No. Thunderstorms, bad for streaming. Jade Amulet gives 4 recharge and 2.5 in reserve. Oh, so like I will just get my magic back. It would be really nice to just have a load of extra magic so I can really pop off with the Searing Doom spam. It's 10 wins of magic a pop. It's not that expensive. Especially because it'll get me free Astromancer Moon Flares. Like, legitimately, I think this build played fully optimally. It can be very scary versus a lot of factions. And what's the range on it? Storm of Shadows is 200 meter range. Gorgle Fix It is also 200 meters. 200 meters is good because you can cast outside the range of a lot of dudes. Rocket artillery. You know, actually, I might want to take the Warhorse on this lady. And I think Searing Doom is just way too amped to pass up. It also makes the build a perfect spend. So you can't say this isn't amazing, right? And like no elite cavalry will ever survive. Light cavalry loses to Crowman Jade Lancer. Honestly, yeah, it's kind of sick. It's kind of sick. You put her on a horse, you just go out early, get some free value. Final Transmutation. Yeah, Final Transmutation's a good situational. It's not versus every faction, but against some, it will absolutely delete some fools. Yeah, if played optimally, this build, it could be hilariously good. It's just, I have 6 units with abilities. I have to use Storm of Shadows, Searing Doom, the Moon Flare, Jade Lion's Breath ×2, and Nangao Grenades. And Nangao Grenades is not a very easy ability to land either. But if you land it, you can get like 1,000 gold with it easily. Like this is such a, you know, good ability, but it's just hard. Just very hard. How would this do into Khorne? The spell amp would far surpass their resistances with Searing Doom. But against Khorne, I might just go for the Lord Snipe instead. Because they don't have that many units you can Searing Doom. Although, versus their infantry, it's probably not that bad. Let's see. If I go to Troll Country and we go and take some Chaos Warriors of Khorne, how much damage does Mega Amped Searing Doom do? It's like Skaven or Greenskins. Greenskins less so, Skaven absolutely. Greenskins have a lot of units, but not that many spells. Skaven though, although unless you count Fanatics, I think Fanatics have an insane ceiling in terms of value. So if we just cast Searing Doom on these Chaos Warriors of Khorne, not a lot of damage at all, right? Not a lot of damage. That was a 100 gold value. Yeah, Khorne would be a bit more of an issue. That was actually pretty ludicrously low damage. How does it work versus Flesh Hounds? But here's the thing, right? Obviously, a magic build will have a harder time versus Khorne. 35% spell resist, don't mess around. That was way less damage than I thought it would do, though. Need to rust it. Can't. Actually, no. Plague of Rust on Khorne's not the worst. Just swap Searing Doom for Plague of Rust. Yeah, not a lot of damage versus these guys either. It's really just versus that cavalry. Interesting. All right, nice. Looks like top 4 is decided. And it seems like it's going to be me, Berserk, Navigator, and B6. All right. Linz, thanks for playing. Top 4 is... Top 4 is at Navigator versus at Inticity. At B6 versus at Berserk. And then there's the link. All right. Yo, yo. I'm Grand Cathay. So, interesting. Navigator, eh? How bad can Navigator be? I gotta lock in a little bit for these matches. It's a good thing we made top 4 despite our earlier blunders. And then we might be facing Berserk. He's a very, very strong player. Though I would not be surprised if B6 manages to pull out a win. the map. We got some Proving Grounds action. Kind of a forested map. Not the biggest fan of that. Navigator is playing Chaos Dwarves. Ooh, Chaos Dwarves. Do I go for the same strat? All right, wait, let's see. Okay, so Chaos Dwarves. Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, Searing Doom is less important here against them. Spell Resist doesn't do anything versus debuffs. It's weird like that. Huh. Oh, how interesting. Do we eat? Cause yeah, it's not really gonna come down to the cav fight. Let's see here. Okay, I think there's obviously some stuff we gotta adjust here, right? Chaos Dwarves. Huh. Yeah, they got their single entities. They have their trains and such. We know crane gunners and cannons are really good. You know, Plague of Rust would be hilarious against some of their shenanigans. How expensive would it be to get a Plague of Rust caster, though? Pretty expensive, I imagine. I mean, Final Transmutation. Pretty expensive. How would the game change if magic resist affected debuffs? Not much. Most debuffs are not very popular, but Khorne would be happy about Plague of Rust nerfs. However, it's not exactly like Plague of Rust is a super common thing versus Khorne anyways. So I don't think it would be that much of a change at all. Maybe 1 or 2 Iron Hail Gunners. Iron Hail Gunners will never see a train before it's too late. It's very easy to outflank them. So this build's looking fine. Shems is mostly armor piercing, by the way. That will help me out a lot. So what do I need now? It's chaos, Dowie. They have access to many trains. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I should take this. Okay, yeah. There's a lot of weird utility spells I have, but I think they're all really good to have in the back pocket. Just in case my opponent has something weird that is gonna get a lot of work done. It's a solid enough contingency. In the reserves, what are we looking at here? So Chaos Dwarves do take a lot of late game skirmish cavalry that we need to be able to deal with. They obviously have their artillery. They have a bunch of gobos. But I feel like this is a fine build. Just looking at it. Gotta remember Cathay Fireborn got buffed, and this map is not the best for ranged in general, so I will have to play around that. Yeah, we're D&D wizard in it. Gotta prep our spells for what is to come. Peasant horsemen are not the best here, but they will be really good at capturing points, and they are really good at taking out laborers and all that. It's an okay build that I have going here. There's a lot that works. I am a little worried about Cathay, but Jade Lions will actually have pretty good magic damage against them. Crowman would be near suicidal to throw into Cathay, so we're gonna stay away from that. But yeah, this looks all right. Oh, let's change our banner. Let's not do a red banner. Let's do the Jade Court. There we go. Yuan Bo's banner. Iron Hails are really bad, yeah. They don't really cook too hard, sadly. Dune Dragons against the Fireborn. Technically, but Chaos Dwarves have so many ways of killing off elite infantry. It could be really bad. Though... Okay, if he brings like absolutely nothing, can I run the Dune Dragons? Probably. But yeah, cannons are definitely amazing. You want to see Robo Dinos? Robo Dinos? Wait, who has Robo Dinos? Cathay Destroyer? Oh. Also, yeah, they never have to fight against the Dune Dragons either. There's ways you can kind of force it. But yeah, generally speaking, Dune Dragons is just weird. Who pays a lot of money for super expensive holding infantry? Like, dwarves don't really run Iron Breakers. Yeah, they have 7 capture weight now, but dwarves don't run Iron Breakers. Most high elf elite infantry is still not really seeing play. Like, I don't know. Elite infantry just have so many counters. I'm not using a net for the Dune Dragons to get like 5 seconds of combat. Optimistically, I think it will actually be 5 seconds, because unless the unit is staying super close to the Dune Dragons for some reason, they have to close the gap. And yeah, it's just kind of rough. Against vampire accounts, you have to fend off breath attacks. So if you can get air dominance against vampire accounts, mayhaps. But even so, the Dune Dragons don't really do well into Graveguard Halberds. Like, they're not great against normal mid-tier anti-infantry armor-piercing units. So I don't even know, man. I don't even know. All right, let's see what he's brought, though. I'm excited. I'm excited to try out this build. And then I think it will be a short stream today. After we're done the tournament, I will probably call it a day so I can enjoy the weekend. Yesterday's stream was kind of long, and I'll continue the campaign on Monday. Most likely. But this seems like it will probably make for a good video, even if I do lose this next match. Because it's just such a weird... It's just such a weird build. So I did bring the Executioner. We are going to execute some Chaos Dwarf Lords this day. That'll be pretty funny. And I also have a Final Transmutation caster that we'll be keeping in the trees, and a Uranus Thunderbolt caster that will also be keeping in the trees. So the two of them can just kind of camp here. And if he makes any blobs or artillery summons that I can snipe, we're good. You can see the range is quite nice. They're gonna have to come out of the trees a bit to hit any artillery, but it's a good start. There we go. Double Jade Lion's good here, and then a little bit of crossbow support from this pocket. Should get a lot of work done. Ready? Good luck, have fun. I gotta give my opponent some respect though. Let's not be foolhardy here. Cannon in reserve, Crane Gunners in reserve. Chaos Dwarves are not the best at the backline rush. They are a faction that can be outshot, so I think we're good. No archers, yeah. Chaos Dwarves don't really need to be shot to death by archers. Most of their guys have armor. Anything that doesn't is chaff. So the archers won't really have a good target either way. So double Iron Demon. They did get nerfed. An Overseer and a Demon Smith with Final Transmutation himself. And Reforge. And a Death Streak. Interesting. So very artillery. Very much so. He has some big ol' artillery here. Death Streak we can kill with the Astromancer though. But getting in range will be a different issue. Double Death Streak? Wowza. Alright. And its damage is pretty high. Wow. Alright. So if he's going for double Death Streak, I should probably just move forwards. We can't really afford to let him get a lot of work done here. I can catch the trains at least in the forest. So, you know, a little bit of a charge, but I'm mostly just gonna ignore them. And we're gonna go full on dragon mode, right? And then just pummel them. We have a lot of support here.
Keep it from the foe.
There we go. Get him. Get him. Beat him up. Yeah, oh dang, he actually hit the Jade Lions. That's so bad. Death Streaks are expensive though. You can't just take a bunch of Death Streaks and hope for things to go well. It's gonna be rather painful. He does summon in some Bull Centaurs. There we go. Yuan Bo does not give a crap about the situation though. He's totally fine. And then I will be able to lightning bolt these guys in a second. Or even final transmutation. If we really want to. But yeah, Yuan Bo is just gonna cook it, right? He should be able to. Can I Uranus Thunderbolt these guys? Maybe. Yeah, pretty good damage though. It's definitely forced me into an awkward position overall. Does actually kill off a lot of my Crowman too. That's very painful. Wow. Wowza. I don't like that. I don't like the pace that this game is going into right now. We just lost a lot of cavalry to basically nothing. Very painful start indeed. Cannon is away. It's doing its bestest. Jeez, these Death Shrieks don't die though. What in the world? Okay, at least I can probably kill off those Bull Centaurs. There we go. And okay, we have some cavalry to chase down the train. That's a good start. And I do have my Uranus caster over here, I guess. And okay, that should rout off at least one of the Death Streaks. All right, that's not too bad. Double lion over here against some Chaos Dwarf dudes. Not the biggest deal in the world. And then a little Thunderbolt action on the Blazing Beards just to knock them off. Just to get them off of me. Will definitely be a plus. Huge Thunderbolt. Wow. All right, that's a good start.
One of your units has been destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Train is thoroughly occupied. It's good. He does get a fat final transmutation though. But overall, it looks like the fighting is still going okay. I can get me a little bit of a crane gunner here to potentially shoot that train to death. But he does have some capture points now, so life is a little sus. My lord also really low for some odd reason. Not a big fan of that. I don't know how he got so low. That's probably the worst part. Losing him would be the end of me. And he routs? Did the final transmutation do that much damage? Brother, how are you routing, bro? Okay, well, no idea how that happened. I guess Yuan Bo just wanted to suck today. Wow, he really, really did not fight very well this game. Not in the slightest. Actual terrible fight there for him. I can't believe he routed from that. That's insane. Now we do have the capture points, which is a plus. And my artillery crew here will be able to reman. He did lose a train, which is nice. but definitely a rather big loss indeed. Alchemist comes back at least, and he can probably kill off this train that's been causing me so many issues. And there we... Wow, it did no damage, brother.
One of your units has
I don't know what's going on this game. I feel like I'm getting ripped off. Nothing is going to plan. Absolutely nothing is going to plan. The backline dive did nothing. The lightning bolt did nothing. I don't even know what's going on anymore. What even is life? What even is this? Jeez, I should have just stuck with the final transmutation and called it a day. Yuan Bo is down for the count, and he has some bull centaurs here now, so that's very bad. Needless to say, this is very, very bad. Holy crap, that backline dive into just the nothing burgers. Jeez, man. I don't know how it went so bad. But those were some atrocious trades. Alright, at the very least, we can catch out his skirmish corps here. We're gonna have our cannons, they're firing away, they're doing okay. Geez, seriously though, those death streaks. What happened? Yeah, the bolt did like negative value there. I don't know why the bolt sucks so much against the death streaks. I should have just stuck with the final transmutations. It comes with the knowledge at the end of the day, but like, jeez, man. And now the death streaks are just having the time of their lives against me. That's so sad. I was really hoping we at least could have gone like a medium trade. Okay, can I, any chance we can capture the point, maybe? At least we have this point over here. There's a lot of warriors coming on in. But it looks like we will be able to capture. I am down all my casters though, and Yuan Bo is just getting chased off. Very unfortunate. He is going for a big backline dive, but this is potentially a big misplay. If he doesn't do this right, he could lose a lot of units. So that's the play I'm gonna make. He does have a fat train over here. Little iron demon that we're gonna have to deal with. But if I can catch his bull centaurs, mayhaps we will be okay. Crane gunners are gonna do good, and the jade lancers over here are doing amazing. So they will be able to get a pretty solid route. Bull centaurs look like they will be going down. Marvelous. And the cannon does continue to live. Train is doing its best, but oh jeez. Massive searing doom. Massive searing doom. Gets a little bit of friendly fire at least, but that is a painful doozy.
has slain our lord.
There goes Yuan. Oh my god. Oh man, what a disaster of a game this one was. He even brought another train back, bro. Dude, this could have been so easily won had I just known how things would pan out. Jeez Louise, like I feel like everything that I brought here ended up walking into some bad situations. It's a good learning experience at least. It is a very good learning experience. I think my caster, if she rallies, there's potential for a big final transmutation on his lord perhaps. And I might still be able to capture some points here if we play our cards right. Like we know the crane gunners will do good, and we know these dwarf warriors not doing too great, right? Trains are coming over here, but thank goodness he whiffs that shot. Come on, big final transmutation. There's another searing doom. This time we do dodge it, and he does friendly fire a little bit. And there's the here we go. This is the final transmutation. Do I have a line or something I can get in here? Maybe. Train's doing its best. And okay. Final transmutation drops. He has a skull cracker here too, though. Oh my god. Jeez, man. He really has everything. Big ol' skull cracker. And there's the route. Ah. At least we killed off his lord. But, yeah. Not much to deal with the trains. There's a triple cap coming on in hot too. I'm hoping that the Jade Dragon can at least kill off this Iron Demon. And then maybe we can get some work done there. I can't believe his artillery pieces are still alive though. Man, that's so upsetting, man. That's so upsetting. Just the absolute like nothing working. I don't even know what killed Yuan Bo exactly. I don't think a normal Final Transmutation does it. I think it was his Bull Centaurs. But had I just played defensively, we could have just captured all the points instead of losing everything. Let's see here. Trains look like they are... One of them is going to be going down. And I do have the crane gunners here. Unfortunately, there's like no way I can actually kill off his lord here. Let's see. How do I retake a point? Yeah, the Jade Lions would have actually done okay versus trains. At least as a warding behavior, but like I could have just captured all the points. Oh, God. Oh, man, that's so sad. All right, yeah, look at that. The Jade Lions are actually cooking. So I could have used them defensively, kept them away from the death streaks, and we would have been fine, man. Like, look at it. It's doing nothing versus it. Do I have any peasant horsemen I can get on the field? Yo, diving this spawn with my lord. Usually, when they have that much artillery, it goes great. I still don't know exactly what killed Yuan Bo, is the worst part. But, okay, there you go. One train's gonna go down. I'm gonna try and get the peasant horseman in here. There we go. Peasant horsemen are arriving. Man, didn't even get the lord kill. Jeez, I could have killed his lord with Final Transmutation too. I gotta build better instincts with this Cathay build. Because every time I go for the backfield, we, well, it works with like Wood Elves and such, right? But, yeah, alright, he wins it. GG, well played.
You have been bested. There's
Ugh.
only defeat.
The big issue here, absolutely, was Yuan Bo just failing as a lord in the backfield. Final Transmutation should not kill him. Let's see here. I think keeping him in dragon form, I think he just died to the Dark Ravager volleys. Yeah, there's going to be a Cathay Day 3. I think we're getting there, but we got to adjust a few things. The map was bad for us, but I don't think that's an excuse for the loss here. I should have been able to just capture all the points with cavalry, force him forwards with maybe his lord, and then just like Final Transmutation kill him. Or like kill his caster, you know, like just anything. Anything but what happened there. Oh, man, that's so disappointing. So disappointing. Let's see here. Yeah, and the lightning bolt couldn't kill it either. Lightning bolt's not good versus the death streaks. So I shouldn't have spec'd into lightning bolt. I should have just gone Final Transmutation or Shems. Shems probably would have been fine. Absolutely, I threw Yuan Bo, but like, he shouldn't die to like a single. He shouldn't die there if I play it right. I think if I transform him, because he has 8,400 HP. So I just transform him after he gets there and then we're fine. No, he died to the Dark Ravagers. He 100% died to the Dark Ravagers. All right, let's see here. Stay or lobby code, please. So I can spectate. Yeah, no, he just died to the Dark Ravagers. That and like a couple blasting charges and whatnot. All right. We'll recover from this. I'm still technically bringing up the Cathay win rate. Yeah, their melee soldiers are really good at holding, but they don't really kill much. Oh, man. Oh, so brutal. Yep. 2 losses. There were like 3 to 4 units. No single entities though. Like infantry shouldn't be doing that much damage to you on bow. But the Dark Ravagers had like 2k value. I did blob up on the Dark Ravagers and lost like a ton of cavalry. That was just a bad play on my end. But like if I actually was able to kill those artillery pieces, I think we still win. It's good experimentation though. It is very good experimentation. I think just a little bit of work and we get there. How'd you fix the Luminarch to be good? Luminarch, it just has to shoot. Just don't give it such a long wind up on its shot. And it would be amazing. Dang. Man, that's so bad. That's so disappointing. I will win with Cathay though. They're totally, you can totally win with them with these strategies. Luminarch has decent homing, but it will hit hills a lot too. Honestly, I'd be fine with the missing as long as it actually shoots. If Luminarch worked, everyone would hate it. It does have counters though. You can kill it with artillery or you can just rush it down because it's very expensive. People would still hate it though. I don't disagree with that. Why bring the Jade Lions again? It's for the spell amplification. So I was hoping I could get a bunch of Shems on his Lord. They did get buffed, so we're experimenting with them. Man, I could have just killed his Lord. I could have just killed his Lord, man. Oh, it's so sad. Luminarchs are just mobile zap cannons. Well, like, yeah, and just like zap cannons, they die to like everything. It's a very big commitment. Yeah, I'm really upset about the loss because I think it was totally winnable. Even like it wasn't even because I feel like the loss was a culmination of multiple things going wrong and we still almost won it. So like not only did the build screw up, I screwed up, and we still almost won. Like that means that it's there. It's there. Yeah. So like big misplays on my end was blobbing up versus Searing Doom. Not going for his Lord, making some wrong decisions. Yuan Bo taking massive damage in the backfield. And then there's some stuff that like is much harder to foresee. Like I do remember though testing the Uranians, and it doesn't do that much damage to the artillery pieces anymore. Don't know exactly why or if you can make it do more damage, but it really doesn't do much to it. I did get a good Thunderbolt zapping his infantry, but yeah. Yeah. Eventually I will have the knowledge though. And I think like this build requires a lot of learning, but like I'm actually really interested in making it work. Because I think once we have all the pieces together, it's pretty clear that we can just dumpster factions with it. The double lion is super good for capturing, and the extra melee support they give is really good. The potential for some incredible Lord Snipe plays and super strong Searing Dooms is very exciting. It won't be as hard as winning as Bretonia. Bretonia felt hopeless until they got a buff, and then it still felt pretty rough. This one, at least, you know, I know what I gotta do. I know what we gotta do. Silence from the Jet Lions. I don't think the silence will do that much. And yeah, Crowman, Jade Lancer, hard carry Cathay for sure. I think the best way to play this build is, especially on a big flat map, you play defensively and then you're totally fine. I think on the offense, you need to get that caster forwards and just get the fattest final transmutation off. Yo, I will get that Cathay win. I wonder how it does against the Lizardmen though. They do have a lot of good cavalry to hit. And I think the Shems is a game changer. I think the Shems is an absolute game changer. Let's see. And yeah, I think I wasn't respecting the final transmutation enough either. The final transmutation did so much damage to his lord. Like 2 overcasts and his lord is dead. Get a little bit of a blob on him too. Lord Snipe would have been very hype indeed. But alright, Navigator versus Warriors of Chaos. We will pick it up in the future. Man, it's so close though. Man, it's so close. Oh, it's so close. When you cast it, you only had 2 amplifications too. Dang, yeah, that's true, that's true. It could have gotten a lot of work there. Yo, if Grand Cathay had access to Spirit Leech, it's over, man. It's over. Everyone's getting Spirit Leech to death. Healing plus Jade Cats. Healing would be amped. But I don't think there's much to get out of healing. Because it makes your units more effective. But what you need is like a tool to deal with cavalry instead of being more effective against them. You felt the pain of the trains. Honestly, the trains I was dealing with decently enough. It's a really bad map to shoot the trains to death. Like on a flatter map, it would have been fine. And in the end, the Jade Lines also beat them. I think like the trains was purely my fault for just letting my Jade Lions die at the beginning. Like hell, I could have just spammed a million crane gunners and then just dodged the shots of his artillery pieces. But like, yeah, we definitely saw you can't say it doesn't deal with it, because towards the end of the game, a cav surround plus lines shut down the trains completely. Yeah, Miao Yang would have to stay in human form, which kind of sucks. They come back really fast. Well, yeah, I'll get 1,000. I'll get 1,150 gold again, or even more, right? 1,250. Like 1,250 gold is 1,250 gold. I'll take it. Like as much as trains are annoying, like there's a reason why they're not like seen 24/7 in like, you know, the grand finals tournaments. They're played a bit, but they're not like the most common pick, you know. Like absolutely, I think you can deal with trains. Not every faction can deal with trains. All right, so you know, like that part is true. But Cathay most definitely can. What makes you think he's gonna run the trains into the back line unsupported a second time? Well, if he doesn't, he just gets shot by the cannons, right? So like, if you think about it, what can dwarves do to, like, you know, like, look, if you if anyone wants to put their money where their mouth is, all right, play some games against me as chaos dwarves, all right, and like, it's gonna, like, I think played correctly, they'll get absolutely massacred against Cathay. It's true, he can't like run into my backfield, but then I'll have guns. A little bit of map dependency. Even on that map though, I should be fine. I will have to test out Shems though. I don't know if Shems actually kills them or does good enough damage, but it'd be a start. Train hitboxes are bugged, so you can't thunderbolt them. Oh, interesting. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, Shems would probably do a lot of damage against them. They have so little HP. You really just need like that little bit of oomph. Celestial crossbow plus slow for the trains. Oh, you know, the slow is actually pretty funny. Just go for like a mega range build and slow spam. Honestly, give me a flat map or even any map but that one. That map is really rough for range factions. Or at least for, like, you know, like gunpowder factions. The slow would actually work really well, for sure. Shem's Burning Gaze. Shem's Burning Gaze meta. Has it truly arrived? Like I said, Meaty Dangler, I welcome anyone to try me, alright? If anyone wants to try showing that Chaos Dwarves are OP, I will happily take a fight. I will happily take a fight. And that is my grounds for saying that I am wrong and trains are totally busted. Alright? Until that time comes. The debate rages on. Does Shem's Gaze count as a flaming attack? Oh, it might. That would screw it, right? I would, I just don't want to. The classic. The classic. But yeah, what's it? Crossbows and Celestial Dragon Guard will do a lot. The Death Streak will be a little annoying, but you can dodge it. Wait till High Magic makes a comeback. They would need, what's it? It used to see a little bit of play back when the bolt fire thing. Oh, it does do fire damage? Okay, so Shems wouldn't work out very well then. Good to know, good to know. Maybe you do just go a mass gun build and slows. Gun build plus slows is not the worst, because then you can defend your range with your cavalry. And then you just dodge the death streaks to minimize the damage. A Cathay! Yo, he bought a Cathay. What a mad lad. Elite Infantry Monkey King unit would totally help Cathay if they're in the same line as like a lightly armored high DPS unit of infantry. That's absolutely what they need. Overseer's a crazy pick too. Navigator's been liking the Overseers. Interesting. Let's take a look-see. Ancestral Warriors summon the Death Streak. The spell intensity help them. Yeah, that'd be so funny. They come in with like chevrons or something. So it's an Overseer. It's just a vanilla Overseer. He has a Silence Aura, Withering, Enfeebling Foe because of his mount. And yeah, he's just a medium HP combatant with the Cathay Destroyer. Interesting. Lots of skirmishers, not a lot of units. He does have a Death Streak. For the Warriors of Chaos, Exalted Hero. Yeah, I was thinking about starting to run Exalted Heroes of Tzeentch as Warriors of Chaos. because they are actually just that good. Barrier, lots of armor, just lots of everything. And the Book of Secrets. Very nice little single entity tech. Oh, what? Yo, this is crazy. Double hell cannon in the woods. Yo, all right. Yeah, they can shoot over. Wow, that's very fun. Hell yeah, this is gonna be hype. Cathay Destroyer, and he's bought the what? Yeah, he's bought the Final Transmutation. All makes a lot of sense. And the battle begins. And the immediate pull away. All right. So he's gonna be yeah, he's gonna try and escape. He does, but the doggos, they do capture the point, and the hell cannons are away. Now, hell cannons will be a big pain for the Lord and the skirmishers alike. We'll see what they decide to focus fire. Looks like this point will be secured by the exalted hero. So not too many issues there. As, yeah, they can definitely outgrind these skirmishers. Though if they get off the point, yeah, okay, nah. Oh, nope, they go off the point. So it looks like Chaos Dwarves will be able to capture that. Over yonder, it's a just a little bit of a capture. Blazing beards going on here. Fun using the dogs for a little bit of capture weight. I like it. And interesting. Okay, Overseer is going deep. Overseer wants blood. Counter battery fire on the hell cannon. Artillery battles have commenced. Who wins? One death streak or double hell cannon? Looks like death streak's taking a lot of damage and it does rout. But a second shot could kill the hell cannon. Overseer dives the hell cannon too. Not a lot of support. Just kidding. Hellstriders were sitting in reserve. And first hell cannon lives. It lives. Overseer occupied. Hell cannons counter battery. Big old fat artillery duel today. Does this thing have fire resist? It does. Okay. Only 15% though, so it should actually go down. Same with the Iron Demon, so Shem should actually still do a lot of damage. But there you go. There's a snipe. Does get enough hits in, but his Lord is absolutely bogged down now. Using the Searing Doom to bail him out. Good dodge from his opponent. The Seekers just get a cycle charge. Aspect of the Dread Knight to keep the leadership up, and the Overseer will be taking a little bit more damage. Cathay Destroyer too. Perfect tool for the exalted hero here, who is going to try and make a deep dive, but he will actually be taking a lot of damage from the Cathay. Crazy game we have going on here. Mostly, I think it will come down to trading. But with the Death Streaker going down and this Lord taking so much damage, I'm a little worried about the Chaos Dwarf late game. He's probably not going to kill the cannon. Just kidding, it's down. Wow, kills both hell cannons with the Death Streaker. Death Streaker. It did get buffed. Death Shrieker? Death. Did it get buffed? No, it didn't. Oh, never mind. It's the same old unit. Death Streaker does get routed off, and the Exalted Hero is distracting a Cathay, which is an uptrade generally. Hellstriders are occupying over here. And this is the part where the Chaos Dwarves might just run out of good units to bring onto the battlefield. So he does have Hashut's Dark Ravagers that will have a good amount of army clear. And the doggos are down, which hurts the Warriors of Chaos a lot, but they will be able to desummon both Hell Cannons and get a little bit of value return on them. So it's honestly not the end of the world that they traded out with the Death Streaker and got a little bit of damage in. Not the end of the world as the Death Streaker now gets routed off. And it's going to come down to whether or not he can kill the trains. Now, Exalted Hero is good versus trains. Same with the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. I would expect them to win. But there's not a lot of great infantry clear here either. Warriors of Chaos is actually quite thin. A lot of the value is in the Cathay Destroyer, and it's at full health. So unless the Warriors of Chaos can make some sick comebacks, it's gonna be interesting. Is that a Purple Sun? Oh, he did bring a Purple Sun caster, dang. Purple Sun drops a lot of damage on the Blazing Beards. A lot of damage. Holy crap, that just killed the Blazing Beards. Mega value on the Chaos Sorcerer with the sick purple sun action, and we are seeing a big play on the backfield. As you know, Chaos Dwarves will have a hard time capturing points unless they are up trading rather significantly, as they have a low HP Flying Lord, one Cathay, one Footcaster, and just the Iron Demon. And with an Exalted Hero of Nurgle coming on here now, single entity wise, Warriors of Chaos have enough to tussle against everything but the Cathay probably. Though Marauder Horseman will do well. If he gets his capture point over here, it buys Warriors of Chaos a lot more time. And with a hero and a lord and some infantry, he probably will. Hell Cannon resummon, that's actually pretty surprising to me. But I guess it makes sense with the Overseer at such low HP. He just has to capture this point to give him time to uptrade, because I think Warriors of Chaos absolutely can uptrade here given enough time. Horseman versus a train is kind of sus because the train does shoot them, but at least it's a fairly even trade as they both hurt each other. He does get that point captured, gets another purple sun on the Granite Guard. Lots and lots of damage over there. Mega value with the new purple sun action. I love it. Always love me some spell changes. We're seeing some purple sun. Very, very fun shenaniganry. The Hell Cannon, it fires away. Should probably be able to take these guys out. Let's see. Will it cause a rout? There's a leadership debuff, damage by artillery, and take cover from the Hell Cannon. But their leadership barely holds. Wow, Granite Guard sticking around. Second point does get captured for Warriors of Chaos, though. Searing Doom on Marauders doesn't matter very much. And look at that. The Cathay Destroyer routs off the Exalted Hero of Nurgle. And with that, it looks like they may even hold. Oh, but the Marauders barely decided not to get on the point. Looks like he's really focusing on just trading Berserk. I guess he's not too far behind on tickets, so it's fine. And it will let the Marauders jump these Chaos Dwarf Warriors. So that will stall them for more or less forever. Cathay Destroyer is getting a lot of work in. Train is getting the business done. It is more expensive now. So it does, you know, he doesn't want to lose that to Marauder Horseman Skirmishers. And definitely this Lord here can do a lot of work. But if that Cathay decides to kill the Lord, it's going to be pretty spooky. And wow, the Lord decides he wants to fight a Cathay Destroyer. All right. Kind of insane. He takes, you know, 20% of his HP and damage in one swipe. Dodges the second one. Train will go down. Not the worst case scenario. And the Hell Cannon is still online, which is a great benefit for the Warriors of Chaos. But we're seeing a lot of single entities take damage here, right? Chaos Sorcerer Lord took so much damage for basically nothing. Unless he plans on killing this Cathay, that's just lost HP on his, less HP on his Lord. Exalted Hero is getting caught up to Berserk. Oh, with a massive hit. Oh my gosh, this poor Exalted Hero. Even triggers his Helm of Many Eyes, but the Cathay Destroyer, too beastly for him. Lots of damage over there. Exalted Hero does rally, however. And these low HP heroes can still get a lot of work done, especially against these trains that don't really do a lot of damage against them. They're kind of like fast mammoths in that way. Really bad for single entities, and looks like this train will go down. Saving the center point. There is a Cathay, but he can play for the backfield here. Though, wow, those very battered and bruised Granite Guard. What a slugfest. Both of them just doing so much damage to each other. The Exalted Hero, if he gets one more volley into him, he's gonzo. He's gonzo, but the leadership benefit from charging. And they took too long to reload, and he makes it onto the Granite Guard, almost routing off. That would have been devastating, because he really needs that 3 capture weight to take this point. Rooting for the Mechanical Bull. I will say Cathay Destroyer is quite exciting. He does get that Reforge. And the middle point is well in the way of the Chaos Dwarves. They probably have another final Transmutation in the pocket. But can they defend the backfield? I'm questioning, because Warriors of Chaos have a lot of fast units. Take a look at the Hell Cannon. It's a pretty spooky fellow. Getting massive value, right? 1400. It's doing great. Hellstriders are in too. Granite Guard. Oh, a couple shots, but the Hellstriders get on in. Aspect of the Dread Knight for leadership. Doesn't really make an impact unless they terror out these guys. And the Cathay is here. Look at that. Massive damage. Dark Ravagers getting mega value. He's been getting a lot of work done with Dark Ravagers, but the capture point does get secured. But a risky position for these two heroes indeed. Hell Cannon firing away at the Overseer. Overseer hasn't done too much. Not a big fan of the Overseer. But, you know, I guess he just wants to split the two. This guy does come in with Reforge, so that's one reason to split up your caster and your Lord. Oh, Cathay eats the Exalted. Love to see it, love to see it. And Warriors of Chaos is still playing for 2 points. As long as they keep 2 points held, at some point, they will win on a single cap. So, you gotta be careful. Final Transmutation's plopping on down. Just a normal cast, no upgraded. Gonna be doing some pretty good work on that Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle, but he will live. As Final Transmutation doesn't do too much damage. Over yonder, though, this point's getting captured really quickly. But the Warriors of Chaos, they do route off the blunderbusses. So we're seeing not a lot of units for the Chaos Dwarves left. And there is a Hell Cannon that's on its way to be desummoned. This is looking like it's going to pan out to be a trading into capture the points type victory situation. As the Chaos Dwarves are really running out of steam, pun intended. And look at that, another bounce back over here. Man, these Chaos Dwarves, so slow with the Chaos Destroyer. I mean, Cathay Destroyer. It has paid for itself, but you gotta remember, you are paying a cost in victory tickets. It can't be everywhere at once. And because of that, this is just gonna keep happening until the Chaos Dwarves can get more units on the field. It would have been the Overseer, but he kind of got bullied and overextended into the backfield. And there's the capture. Chaos Dwarves looking like they're in a bad situation now, right? With the whole Marauder Horseman throwing axes ready to bully this thing. I don't know, man. Hobgoblins are gonna run down. Kathay's is just trying to help out, man. This is like when you play, you know, this is like when you play AP carry in League of Legends, right? And then you're like, man, I got so much value. Come on, guys. How did we lose this? I'm trying so hard, but little do they know that they have been not enough to actually support the rest of the army. They're just going for the easy pickings, right? But to carry, you gotta have more battlefield presence. Report team, please. Yeah, this Cathay Destroyer. It's really the rest of the army that's been supporting him, if you think about it, right? You know, while he's been romping around killing exalted heroes, all the guns and range units have been dying. The Iron Demons have been dying. The Overseer has been dying. And for what? Couldn't save the Lord either. For what? A little bit of value? Brutal. Good to see that he got value, though. Absolutely good to see that he got value. They didn't fix the Destroyer, but this was more or less a perfect match for him. So many chariot heroes to hunt down. And a couple misplays, not playing keep away well enough. Crazy value on the Castle Lord, by the way. And over yonder, we are seeing, yeah, Demon Smith Metal. You know, honestly, the Final Transmutation spam is kind of cool. I hear pain in that League reference. Absolutely. You're getting PTSD? Yo, League of Legends, man. I'm happy I stopped playing, though. I had a fun time while I was at it. Fun time. Anyways, yeah. Hell Cannon Resummon was definitely great. How did the Death Streak do? Lots of value, but actually... Well, it did shut down 2 Hell Cannons, so in that sense it did well, but... I think the rest of the Chaos Dwarf army just couldn't really cook hard enough, especially those blunderbusses. The Purple Sun action was really fun to see. Love to see a little bit of new magic. I was actually Zorath mid, by the way, but... Anyways, I said we were going to do a short stream. I'm going to take the rest of the day off to get some cooking done, get some fish. I have to take care of my neighbor's cat later, because they're going to be gone, so, you know. A lot of very important life things to get done. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing some Purple Sun. And I hope you guys look forward to some future Cathay action. Because absolutely, I think we can make it work. I think it's just a skill issue. In the end, as much as I can feel upset about getting things wrong, it's just a skill. It's always a skill issue. So, yeah, we're going to try it out. See if we can make it work. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you guys Monday.